I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
Ooh. All right. Now, since we're here, right, I'm doing this is a short. Hold on. This is a short video. Oh, wait a minute. I got the wrong. Okay. I got a short video live stream here. Um, a lot of last couple of days. This was what's going on, Queen. Um, check out my I got a video coming up this afternoon because I'm really getting really tired of Trump supporters and mock. I'm really so anyway. You, good morning to you, Queen. Right. Now, I'm going to say this before I go on, right? I'm going to say this before I go on. This got Roland Martin's hands all over this, right? This is what I'm talking. Yeah. This is what I'm referring to, right? So I'm going to say this again. This got Roland Martin's hand in this. I really do, because Roland Martin, like a week ago, Roland says something, and I wish I had found the video, but I didn't have time. I should have had it queued up, but I didn't, and I was very I was very troubled by it, but I'm going to say this: you're not going to win the Senate race, no matter who comes out on top in March. Because guess what? The election is in March. Okay, the election, the Democratic primary is March 3rd. If this keeps up for another 2 weeks, I'm gonna tell you right now, this election, you can kissing Texas goodbye. And thanks to Collred Allred, right? And because here is, oh yeah, I'm on the wrong page here. This is what Allred said, right? This is what Congressman Allred said.
Morning, everybody. It's cold out here, and I got some steam coming off my head because I'm, just finished my workout. Got some steam coming out of my ears too. I understand that James Talarico had the temerity and the audacity to say to a black woman that he had signed up to run against a mediocre black man, meaning me, not a formidable, intelligent black woman, meaning Jazmine Crockett. Let me just break this down into a few segments here. First of all, let me just give you some free advice, James. If you want to compliment black women, just do it. Just do it. Don't do it while also tearing down a black man. Okay? We've seen that play before. We're sick and tired of it. We're tired of folks using praise for black women to mask criticism for black men. That's not good for our community. It's not good. It doesn't work, and we know what you're doing. Okay? So if next time you want to praise a black woman, just do that. Leave black men out of it. Just leave a lot of things out of it. Second of all, did you ever have a coach or somebody, a leader in your life tell you that when you make an accusation, you often have a bit of confession in it? Maybe you use the word mediocre because there was something creeping into your mind about yourself. Because I know you're not talking about somebody who's been better at 3 things than you've ever been at 1. You are not saving religion for the Democratic Party or the left. We already had Senator Reverend Dr. Raphael Warnock for that. We don't need you. You're not saying anything unique. You're just saying it looking like you do. Okay? And third of all, let me just say to all the young black men out there, all the young men come from tough background, struggle growing up, who maybe think that someday you want to put yourself forward as a leader in your community. It's going to have haters like this are going to show up. Okay? And you're going to feel like you have to be twice as good and jump twice as high and talk twice as well. But you don't have to.
Oh
You
yeah.
can walk out there with your shoulders back.
Scratch that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
And your head held up high, knowing who you are and the value that you bring, and understanding that this comes with the territory, and that there's going to be folks like this. And when we see them, we should say thank you. Thank you for taking off the mask. Thank you for telling us who you really are and what you really think. And goodbye, okay? Because we're on our way, and we don't need you to come with us, and we don't need your help to get there. So with that being said, go vote for Jazmine Crockett. This man should not be our nominee for the United States Senate.
See, I'm gonna say this. He just torpedoed Jazmine Crockett. Okay. He just torpedoed by doing the gender war, right? He torpedoed her campaign, as well as torpedoed Talarico's campaign. Should any of these two run in for the general election, that's what I believe, right? Right. Hasn't early voting started? Early voting won't start until the second, third week of this month. So yeah. I believe Collred Allred, if Collred Allred was serious about what he said, though, and somebody on Twitter made this point. Well, why did you dropped out? You see, yeah, and I'm glad somebody on Twitter said, well, wait a minute. Before Jazmine got into the race, you dropped out the race. Do you understand? You dropped out the race. So if you know what you said, you know, we have to be twice as tough and twice as smart, all of that. You just showed to the world that, you know, you was here first. You was running for Senate first. You and James Talarico was running first before Jazmine got in it. And I'm going to agree with James Talarico because he did put out a statement. All right. Again, I'm not picking a side here. I'm saying this again. I'm not picking a side. But I know bullshit when I hear it. Okay. I know bullshit when I hear it, and y'all, and this is slick. And this is why Roland Martin needs to retire and stay out of this. Roland Martin fed all this shit up, you know. But anyway, let's go over here. Hold on. You know what? Let me go down here real quick. Talarico is going to be another Fetterman. What's the context here? Oof. Could have handled it in a private conversation, man. Like exactly. Ivan Perez. Yeah. I mean, if the statement was public, right? If the statement was public, I will understand. I'll sit there and back Allred if the statement was done in public. But who is going to find out? How we are going to know if it's not it was said in private? Now, like what Ivan Perez said, yeah, you could have chose to handle it in a private conversation, man, like an adult, but chose to make a video and post it online. Not a good look, Colin. Yeah, Collred Allred's going to run for Senate again in 2030 against Ted Cruz. He might as well just say that. He might as well wave that a goodbye. All right. So this guy said, "Hey, James Talarico, in response to this, dot not." All right. Kind of wild watching the major figures in the Texas Democratic Party engage in this type of behavior, just days after Taylor flipped. Right, exactly. Just days after old boy won a Senate seat in the ninth district around the Dallas area. Right. So, oof. Uh-oh. Track APAC. $646,036 received for you know what? Oof. And here is the video where this lady, right?
James Talarico called Collred Allred a mediocre black man in a one-on-one conversation that we had. So I'm going to walk you through kind of what this looked like and what led to this conversation, so you all
okay
know
okay she said she was allegedly, put the word allegedly, this lady said it did happen, and something about what she said, it didn't really set well for me, but I'm gonna put a like I said, with everything I hear, I'll put a grain of salt on, right? So let's go and play this, right?
actually happened. So this is the photo I took with him at the town hall. It was on January 12th. And
Let's play her own video. Hold on, let's play her video, right? Let's go right here. Yeah, let's go to right here. Let's play it.
mediocre black man in a one-on-one conversation that we had. So I'm going to walk you through kind of what this looked like and what led to this conversation so you all know what actually happened. So this is the photo I took with him at the town hall. It was on January 12th in Plano. And just to establish that we actually like know each other and like he knows who I am. He follows me on here on his account. We're like mutuals. So probably not for very long, but it's there. I also talk about going to his rally here in Dallas. It was in September, on September 18th. In this video, and this is a video I posted interviewing him at that same town hall in September. So, okay, so as far as like the actual conversation is concerned, this is the staff person. This is the text thread I have with them. They have a creator program. The person that I'm speaking with runs that program. They send us stuff. They'll send us like press releases. They'll send us updates when he like has certain interviews or there's new numbers coming out as far as like, you know, fundraising and stuff like that. And that's what this was. She sent me this update on his fundraising. And this was my response back because a lot of times when they're sending you things, they're wanting you to actually cover it. So just to add some additional context from the previous video, the response that I'm about to show you, I sent it to her because I was already upset about the James Carville email and text message, because I was already upset at the fact that this man that has said that we need to drop woke politics is now sending emails for donations on Talarico's behalf.
I do agree. Wokeism created Trumpism. Wokeism created Trumpism. So I mean, you know, at some point, you can't keep talking about microaggressions and you know who's you know every 5 minutes, especially when we talk about creating pop policy. I know that's making me to a hypocrite because I want my infrastructure bank. You know what? I'm talking about that. I'm talking about that I'm talking about that later on. But anyway, keep it moving.
So wasn't comfortable with it. I decided to take a step back from covering it on my page, and this is what I sent in response to her. Feel free to pause and look at it. This is her response to me saying, hey, didn't like this, not comfortable talking about this anymore because of it. She said, hey, let's hop on a call. I'm free for the rest of the day. So we get on the call. She tells me or tries to explain away the article basically. And it was like, oh, you know, people are getting caught up in the headline and that kind of thing. And I'm like, I've read the article. This is not a headline thing. I don't like what I read. And I'm like, also don't like people co-opting woke the way they have from black people. It really bothers me. And she tried to explain what was happening with them working with Carville, whatever, however you say his name. And I was just kind of like, it's not really changing anything for me. And I think she could kind of pick up on that. So she offered for me to have a one-on-one conversation with James directly because she was like, I know I can say all this stuff, but it probably mean more if it came from him. I was like, yeah, actually, yeah. So she was like, you can have the conversation on the record, you can have it off the record. And as far as just to explain my thought process while I was having this conversation with her, I didn't want to have the conversation on the record because this wasn't something I was trying to put out on my page. This was me less so coming as a content creator, more so coming as a voter.
You know, I I want to. I would like to find her social media page, and I would like her side of the story be more fresh. I like to interview her and see where you know I want more details. Is what I'm saying, right? Um, you know. So anyway, let me keep it moving. Where was I at? Oh yeah, here we go.
And advocate for my people and a potential constituent because I'm like, he still has the ability to win this primary race. And if that's the case, then I want to know that he's going to be keeping black people in mind and not subscribing to this thought process that James Carville keeps pushing, right? So I was like, I'd much rather do it off the record. So that's the reason why there's not a video from this conversation I had with James. And I wanted the conversation to be candid. So that's why I was like, I'm not really trying to like get talking points or anything like that. I want to hear straight up what he's going to tell me. So she offers this. I say, let me think about it, and I'll follow up. And she's like, okay, cool. So she offers times where maybe we could have this conversation. It was like Plano, Austin, whatever. I couldn't do Austin, so I was like, Plano, that'd be preferred. And this is what the message I sent. I was like, would it still be possible to have an off the record conversation with him? She says yes, of course. And this is where we set up the actual conversation before the town hall. This is where she's like, I'm thinking before the town hall, we have 5 to 7 minutes, and the creator, blah, 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 blah. And this is where she confirms it. Okay, so you see that timing, January 9th. If you need more receipts, this is me running late to meet with him. She's like, checking in. I was like, sorry, things were crazy, getting back to you, one moment, because she called me. So walking in, sorry, we're moving. Who do you think we are? This person. All the people questioning what I'm saying. And even below here, I don't know if you can see it, but she's like, there's still a seat next to you, because I'm sitting in the town hall. I didn't actually expect to do that, but I was there. So this is where the conversation actually happens, right? So this is where we had me, James, and the staff person in this room having this conversation. The conversation ended up being longer than that 5 to 7 minutes she ended up saying earlier. But the conversation started out as normal. Like, it's like pleasantries. We're giving the normal, like, how things are going, the campaigns, like how people are feeling, like that kind of stuff. Jazmine entering the race, like that kind of stuff. And then I get into the reason why I wanted to meet with him, which again, with me coming from a perspective of a voter, as a Black person that has concerns about the affiliation I'm seeing from James Carville. I won't get into the like nitty gritty of the details because this video would be way too long, but I tell him what I've said. I'm like, I'm concerned about this. Woke politics cannot be separated from Black people because it's something that directly impacts our access to resources and all this other kind of stuff. And I told him, I'm like, I'm concerned about you potentially trying to get Black people's vote in order to get in office, and then subscribing to this thought process that's going to put us to the side, even though you're advocating for things like affordability, healthcare, all that kind of stuff, right? And he was like, oh, you don't want me to be a sellout. And I was like, pretty much, yeah. So that's where he goes into the like conversation of like, I care about Black constituents. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be trying to like actively talk to them as voters right now, because the polls do not show that that's something like it would be easy to pivot from that, because the polls are not great when it comes to Jazmine and James now that she's in the race. So the Black vote is very much more heavy towards Jazmine. It's not a surprise to many people. So he was acknowledging like, I could turn away from trying to speak to this audience, but choosing not to do that because it matters. So I'm like, cool, I hear you. A lot of other campaigns would have done that. So I'm like, okay, I hear what you're saying. So then we start talking about like him and Jazmine specifically. So I'm like, talking about how tense things have gotten. There was conversations we had last fall where I told them like, hey, if Jazmine enters the race, I think it's a really good idea if you all put out a statement after she joins, because people are already saying racist and microaggressive things online. And I don't think it's going to help the race. And I don't think it's going to help you or her if people lean into this thinking you're condoning it. So I recommend that you all like put out something so that, people can see that you are welcoming her into the race. Like, this is not something that, is racism is not welcome here, basically. And that was conversations I had with his staff last fall. That is what he ended up doing. When she entered the race, he posted this video, welcome her into the race and trying to, set the tone, basically. So, we talk about that a little bit. He's like, asking what the conversation's looking like publicly. We're talking about it. And that's when we start talking about the conversations about what races that they should have been in. Because there's this conversation consistently of like, James should have ran for governor, Jazmine for Senate, or, all that kind of stuff. And I tell him that. He was like, that is when he made a comment.
Wait, stop. Okay. Now she's right on this part, right? She's right on this part. I'm gonna tell you why she is right. James was seeking the governor's seat. He was seeking the governor's seat up until I want to say June. Up until June, he changed and said he's running for Senate rather than governor, because people thought him going after um, Greg Abbott. They thought, okay, he could have easily dispatched, or I wouldn't say easily. That's not the right word. He will be a headache for Greg Abbott. So she's right on this part. She do got a point. He was going for governor first, and then he changed his mind. This is about I want to say around April or June, April, May, or June of 2025. That's if you look up the past newspaper articles early last year. So she do got a point on that part. But anyway, let me keep it moving.
He said, look, I signed up to run against a mediocre black man, not a formidable, intelligent black woman. Now, I'm going to say this, and this is something I
Well,
actually.
I mean, Collred Allred is mediocre. Allred is mediocre. And if we want to get all technical, he ain't full black. I know that the pro blacks and the B1s will say he ain't black because his mama's white. And in fact, though, if you ask the female population, they're not going to be as welcoming to Collred Allred because Collred Allred is married to a white woman. So, you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. Let me leave that alone. That's a whole other thing. I'm not gonna open up on. You know what? Let me back out of that.
Factored into me not saying something at first, because when he said it, I kind of laughed it off. So I was like, it really threw me off. Like, considering the conversation we just had, I was like, oh, okay. Like, you know how, like, when you get thrown off and which is very much not like me. I'm very much somebody that, like, I don't care the setting. Like, if somebody's saying something funky about black people, I'm gonna say something. But it really threw me off considering the conversation that we had just had, the reason I was there, that kind of thing. So in that moment, I did not say anything. But coming out of that conversation is when I started to be like, okay. So that is kind of how that conversation went. I quite literally have everything but like an actual like recording of him saying this. I even have a video of me asking
Okay, now this is where she, if either Crockett or Talarico lose, she is going to be the blame for it, because people will say, "Oh, we could have had the election, but yet this woman put out a 10-minute video of allegations, and then there's no facts behind it."
this question of him of like how he feels about race and how that factors into his policy at the town hall. So that is what happened. I did not come forward with this lightly. I knew people were going to question me because I don't have a literal recording of the conversation, but I really hope his team is not the reason why my IG account was deleted very shortly after posting this previous video.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop the link for Queen in here in a minute, because I'm gonna drop. Okay, Queen, but hold on, because I'm gonna read Jazmine's side of this, right? I'm gonna read Jazmine Crockett's side in this. Hold on, let me get back on Twitter. And yeah, let me look at the, and yes, we're gonna go over here, right? Yeah, you know what? Let's go over here. Let's go over here, right? Because he made a statement. And where is the statement at? Wait a minute. Where's the statement at? He made a statement. Where is the statement? Where is this? Oh, you know what? Better yet. I click right here. Just click right here, right? Let me just click right here. This is a statement from Talarico on Monday, yesterday. Official statement from James Talarico on the Allred video. This is a mischaracterization of a private conversation in my praise of Congresswoman Crockett. I described Congressman Allred's method of campaigning as mediocre, but his life and service are not. I would never attack him on the basis of race. As a black man in America, Congressman Allred had to work twice as hard to get where he is, and I understand my critique of the congressman campaign could be interpreted given his country's painful legacy of racism, but I care deeply about the impact my words have on others. I have always said that despite our disagreements, I deeply respect Congressman Allred. We are on the same team. Okay. Let me see here. You know, I gotta address something. I can't stand you coon niggas. I can't. I have a deep hatred of y'all. And this is one of y'all right here.
If this doesn't hit 70% listen time, the algorithm is going to bury this. And the deception will continue, sadly. So let this run through your bones and share it with your children's like your survival depends on it. Because as an American, it does. Jazmine Felicia Crockett. That's her name. Jazmine Felicia Crockett has blood on her hands, the blood of abortion. She parades around as a champion of reproductive justice, but is nothing more than an architect of death in neighborhoods already stripped of hope. And
really, what's ICE doing?
April of 2025, she co-sponsored the Abortion Care Awareness Act, pumping taxpayer money into marketing campaigns that target the very wombs crying out for restoration.
Then what about the Epstein files? You know.
She wears her 100% pro-choice score from the Reproductive Freedom for All like it's some kind of a trophy, but it's a marker of complicity.
No. This is not where I was after. Because he said something that was stupid.
They tell her at 72%. And where do the children of this collapse end? Well, they end in poverty 85% of the time. Double dropout rates, gangs as surrogate.
This is the reason why you gotta stop listening to old niggas and their talking points. Them talking points are you outdated.
Of nothing for centuries.
All this is this guy's trying to be like Mo Rick Delk, just yelling, trying to be like Mo Rick Delk, just yelling at a camera, and just saying and just repeating platitudes and stop yelling. And now if that was me, I'll tell that motherfucker face, stop yelling. Now anyway, I get tired of you black MAGAs talking. I'm sorry, I had the axe to grind. Now I know that is a sidebar. That is a sidebar, but I saw that while I was looking up the Talarico thing, and I saw that stupid ass nigga's video. I can't stand the black Trump supporters. I can't stand them anyway, right? So, where was I at, y'all? Because I can't stand when I hear all these niggas talk about is what women are doing, and yet he ain't talking about how black men are being having their education stripped from them from MAGA. But you worry about pussy. What's up? What's between woman's legs? What's under her skirt? Shit like that get on my fucking nerves. But anyway, I'm gonna drop the link. Queen, because I cannot stand black MAGA. Right. I can't stand black MAGA. But anyway, I'm sorry I have to yell, but I'm just expressing how stupid they be yelling at you on their camera. I like to yell at them in their fucking face and tell them to do something about it. But anyway, she's up. Okay, Queen. Okay, Queen, son kisses up. Okay, let's talk about Jazmine's response. Right now, I have not read this entirely. This is from the
I didn't know she had a response,
Telegram.
so I'm interested as well.
Right. I just pulled this up,
okay.
and I'm not paying that one. Huh? You see it?
Yeah, I was trying to see if you could hear me.
Okay, yeah, I hear you. Okay, let me X out that. Okay. So Jazmine Crockett weighed into Talarico's comments about Collred Allred. You know, this happened yesterday evening. So it must be in the morning. It must be the newspaper this morning. So U.S. Representative Jazmine Crockett weighed in. Go ahead. Say what?
Oh, nothing. Go ahead.
Okay. Jazmine Crockett weighed in in Monday on allegations that State Rep James Talarico called his former Senate opponent, Collred Allred, a mediocre black man. On Sunday night, a TikToker posted a video claiming that Talarico made a comment in a one-on-one conversation with her. Allred on Monday posted a blistering video responding to the alleged comments. If you want to accommodate black women, just do it. Don't do it while tearing down a black man. Okay, Allred said. We have seen that play before. We're sick and tired of it. We're tired of folks using praise for black women to mask criticism for black men. It's not good for our community. That's like a certain. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Talarico called the video a mischaracterization of a private conversation. In my praise of Congresswoman Crockett, I described Congressman Allred's method of campaigning as mediocre, but his life in service or not. I would never attack him on the basis of race. Talarico said he understood how his critique of the congressman's campaign could have interpreted given his country legacy of racism. I deeply care about the impact my words have on others, and I always said that despite our disagreements, I deeply respect Congressman Allred. We all on the same team. Allred, a former congressman, challenged Ted Cruz for the Senate in 2024, has dropped out of the 2026 Senate Democratic primary in December, instead opting to run for Congressional District 33 in North Texas. Crockett and Talarico are running for the Democratic nomination for the U.S. Senate in the March 3rd primary. Crockett told Star Telegram editorial board on Monday that Allred isn't mediocre. I'm definitely don't think anything mediocre about Collred Allred, Crockett said. It's kind of hard to become the Democrat nominee for Senate in the state of Texas, and you had a primer as well going against a sitting state senator, so he was putting Drew a ringer. Allred previously represented the congressional District 32 in Dallas. He played in NFL and worked as a civil rights attorney. I know him as a colleague. Crockett said, I know him before or any of us was elected to office, and I know about the fights he was waging as a civil rights attorney and all kinds of stuff. And frankly, I just hope and pray that we go do his primary as well as the general, so we can focus on the real concerns and threats right now. She said it was clear from Allred's video that the comments struck him. As somebody who know him for years, I know it felt like it was his responsibility to speak up for himself and speak up for other black men, she said. Crockett said he had never heard Talarico say anything racial. She also acknowledged that Talarico was complimentary of her during the discussion, the conversation described on TikTok. Crockett said she couldn't speak to Allred and Talarico's relationship on the campaign trail before Allred exit the Senate race. But I have ever experienced Talarico say anything like this? Absolutely not, Crockett said. Earlier in the interview, Crockett said, generally speaking, the Senate race has been racially charged. No shit. But there has been some racial overtones as it relates to podcasts, pundits, and things like that, Crockett said. And frankly, I do believe that one of the reasons that our country is in a position right now is because of the divisiveness. And I'll put the link of that is in the script. Excuse me, it's in the description. In the description box. Sorry, I can't got my tongue tied. But yeah.
Talarico didn't have no business making the statement at all. Period.
Oh, okay. Where's the proof for him
We
saying
don't
that he
need
was
no
a mediocre
proof.
black
He
man?
came out and he admitted it. So sitting up here talking about some proof when the man admitted that he made the statement is crazy as hell.
Where is the what I'm saying? What I'm
What?
saying, Queen, where is the video or the statement where he admitted it at?
Up there in the thing, he said it's a
Queen?
mischaracterization of what he said. Basically, that ain't what I meant to say.
You there?
You can't hear me?
That's no minute. Hold on. Okay, are you talking about this right here?
Yes.
Are you talking about where did it said he was a mediocre black man?
It says
In the
this
statement.
is a mischaracterization of a private conversation. In my praise of Congresswoman Crockett, I described Congressman Allred's method of campaigning as mediocre, but his life
Right.
and service are not. I would never attack him on the basis of race. This is essentially admitting to him making that statement.
No, it's not.
Like,
It says
oh, okay.
the
No.
method of campaigning as mediocre.
No, that is an explanation of the statement he made. He said it's a mischaracterization of what he said. That's his initial thing. There is an admittance that he said that. He did not say, I did not say that. He said it's a mischaracterization.
Oh, okay. So when somebody lied on you or make something up on you, so the best thing to say is not say anything?
No, the best thing to say is they lied, and that's not what he said.
Oh my God. I can't.
He did not say that was an untrue statement. He said it's a mischaracterization, meaning
if somebody okay. You know what? I'm put it like this. Let me put it like this, right? Oh, wait a minute. What happened to my browser again? Right? Let's use him, right? I'm gonna use him, right? Now I've been mischaracterized on this nigga's channel. Who I'm highlighting right now, right? So I've been mischaracterized and lied about all the time on this nigga's channel. So what you're saying is, oh, that's a goddamn lie. Well, mischaracterize. If you're mischaracterizing somebody, you are lying. In fact, lying. It means the same thing.
Mischaracterization does not mean that he did not say it, and it does not mean that it's a lie. Basically, what he is saying is you misunderstood what I meant by my statement. Not, I did not make that statement. Those are two separate things.
Okay. Yeah, exactly, Stanley. Mischaracterization means he didn't say it.
No, it does not. It means
it does.
No, it does not. It means No, it does not. It means you, basically what he's saying is she misunderstood what I meant by my statement.
That's not you're trying to find it seems like you're trying to split hairs when mischaracterization, you go to the dictionary, it seems me it says you're lying when you mischaracterize somebody.
Pull up the dictionary. Pull up the dictionary.
Okay,
pull up the definition.
Which one you want?
Don't care. Pull it up.
Webster or
yeah, Merriam-Webster is fine.
Okay,
pull it up.
Okay, good. Okay, hold on. Why I'm getting all these stupid ass ads? Oh, let me put this up. Oh, come on. Hold on. No. Hold on. Let me do this. Real quick. Oh, here it is.
Today is the 2nd.
Yeah. Okay. Now here is the definition. It says plural an act or instance of characterizing someone or something wrongly.
That don't say lie. So basically what he said is she misunderstood what I said when I made that comment. Because if somebody lied on you, you just say, no, that's a lie. He didn't say, I didn't say that. He said, no, she's mischaracterizing it. Because he made the statement. He shouldn't have said it at all.
Schwartz denied to make it. Let's dive deep, right? Examples. Schwartz denied to respond to the litany of accusations, calling them exaggerations and mischaracterizations. This mischaracterization overlooks the gravity of the allegation against Combs, which center of the exportation and trafficking of women of color. I'm reading the examples of what how people use the term mischaracterization.
You can read all the examples that you want. That man did not come out and say, I did not make this statement. He said it's a mischaracterization, which means that he's not negating that he made that statement. He can play with all the words that he wants to.
How you gonna prove
everybody ain't stupid. What? Say what?
How you gonna prove that in the court of law? I mean, how you gonna prove what is a lie and what's a mischaracterization inside of the courtroom?
It's real easy.
An attorney, right?
People don't get in the courtroom.
How?
People don't get in the courtroom and skirt around whether I did it or not. They say I didn't fucking do it. He did not say that. He want to sit up here and play with words so
talking
that
about
people like you can do exactly what you're doing. And I believe he made this statement simply because look at his fucking campaign ad. He is giving a nod to Christian white nationalism while he made certain statements on the fucking debate stage. So these are valid concerns. He shouldn't have made the statement. The man made the statement. He's all but admitted that he made the statement, but he's trying to make it cute. He disrespected that black man.
let me. Okay, I disagree with you with the definition of mischaracterizing
We can disagree all day
and the
long, but
definition
like I just said, the dictionary
and
didn't
him
say
coming
that a
on video.
mischaracterization is a lie. So you can disagree all you want to. The definition didn't say nothing about no lie. And
Okay,
there is
okay.
that. Like black people don't got to sit up here and keep.
I still disagree with you
You can
and
disagree all you want to, but Colin is not mad for standing up for himself because he's out of line. And if he didn't make the statement, it's real easy. Even if you don't want to use the word lie, you could just say, I did not say those words. He didn't do none of that. The man all but admitted he said it. But he cutesied it up to say, no, she just misunderstood what I said. Get out of here. You said that.
where was the somebody? Hold on, where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Let me see. I got lost real quick, right? So do you think? No, I'm gonna ask you a question then, right? Do you think that lying? No, do you think that mischaracterizing is a form of being dishonest? Queen, hold on. Is she on? Is she up? Hold on. Let me see. Oh, never mind, never mind. She went because I was going to ask Queen. Um, she went on mute. She went on mute, I guess. Um, I'll wait for her to come up, but I really want her to um tell me the difference. Is mischaracterizing someone and is misrepresenting someone, is that a lie? Is that a form of this honesty? In fact, you know what? Let me go here then, right? Let me go over here on philosophy. No. Never mind. Never mind. I won't do that. I ain't going on that website. Never mind. Um. Thank God, man. I went to law. Well, not law school. I went to criminal justice. Yeah. I'm sorry, Queen. I'm sorry, Queen. See, Queen. It says in a court of law, which misrepresentation is impermissible, is called the mischaracterization of the previous testimony. The reason is impermissible is that this method, also called lying, is very effective at swaying jurors to right. Oh, is Queen here? Queen, are you up? Queen, you up? Oh man, she must be at work. She must be at work, y'all. So Queen, how can you say what you just said when in the court of law, mischaracterizing and misrepresentation is considered lying? Well, you purposely mischaracterized Sharon a lot. Well, Shine Bomb. Well, can you please explain that? I mean, can you put offer proof on that? In fact, though, I'm not the only person who's saying it. I'm not the only person who said that your boy is red pill. I mean, you might want to talk to, I don't know, DJ Witch Doctor.
Okay, I'm back.
DJ, DJ Music saying it, HB Baldwin saying it. So
Saying what?
Shy Steve, I want to go over there. Anyway, no, okay, you back. It was a sidebar argument, but Queen. But it says here, Queen, that in a court of law, which such representation is immiscible, is called the mischaracterization of a previous testimony. The reason that it is impermissible is that this method is also called lying, is very defective in swaying juries to arrive at unjust verdicts.
In regards to what?
Well, are we? See, I'm gonna ask you this. So I'm gonna ask you. Do you think this is just lawyer speak?
I don't even know what this is talking about. This says in a court of law where such misrepresentation. What misrepresentation is this referring to?
It was making a general statement.
That's not a general statement. That statement means
it was over what is a fallacy.
For example, when Dr. X says it's bad when it's bad
go ahead
when celiac compromised people eat gluten. This is an argument. I say it's bad when everyone eats gluten, not just celiac compromised people. I know this is true because Dr. X says so in his book. Here I quote Dr. X, but misrepresent his views to further any agenda. What would this fallacy be called? Thank you. And even with it, the man didn't say that he did not make those statements. And that's the issue here. If he had have said, I did not say that, then I would give him some credit. But he didn't say that. So he said those words.
Okay, but is mischaracterizing someone and misrepresenting someone, are those two the basis of being dishonest?
It could be.
Wait. It could be.
Yeah, because in this case, I think he the one being dishonest.
But there's no sound evidence. There's no
exactly. There's no evidence that he did. There's no evidence that he didn't, and he himself didn't say he did. So
So
as many times as people have not told the truth on you, how many times did you get up here and vaguely say, "Oh, they're lying on me"? Never.
I
You
never.
always say it ain't true. That is a lie. Cause that's what you do when somebody's lying on you. He didn't say that.
But you think that everybody going to use the word lie? Sometimes some people's not going to use the lie. So
You don't
some
have
people.
to say lie.
Some,
In the statement that I made, did I use the word lie? I said I did not say those words.
right, right, right.
He don't say that nowhere in this little narrative that he put up
Right.
here.
Or like I'm gonna use another point. Like when somebody says, "Stop this distorting my record. Stop distorting my comment." I remember another candidate said, did not use the word lie. He just said, "Stop distorting what I said." Well, that's the same thing, same mischaracterization and misrepresenting.
That man didn't say none of that. He has said nothing to defend what was said. He played a word game. And anybody that got a brain should be able to see through the shit. Cause I do.
Uh, uh, I'm not buying. I'm not buying what
You
you're
don't have
selling.
to buy
I'm
it.
not buying what.
You also colored with a little bit of red pill. So I don't expect you to buy it. But not only did he disrespect that black man, he but that's basically it. You disrespected him on the basis of race while saying that you didn't.
Wait.
Because
Red
he
pill.
did.
So wait.
Yeah, red
Now
pill.
how was that? How was that red pill?
What you mean has a red pill?
How would I say it is red pill? Because
No, I
I didn't
said
think. Go ahead.
you're colored with a bit of red pill. So I expect for you to take the position that you're taking. This not logical, what you sitting up here doing. That man made that
How am
statement.
I?
Not only did you say, she don't have enough evidence, I don't believe him, you tried to shame Colin for what he said. That man got every right to defend
But
himself.
but
Black folks
it's
don't have to
true.
take abuse
It's
from
true.
these white folks no more
All
because they're
red.
doing stuff that they out
Have
of
you
line.
ever watched?
No, it
Hold
don't
on,
matter what he is, because first of all, Colin is
Queen.
not even running in the race. Therefore,
He
he shouldn't have
was.
even
He
brought him up.
was. No, hold on,
He
Queen. He was running.
used
He
for
was running, but he
Colin at
dropped
the
out.
time that yes, he dropped out when Jasmine dropped in. I know this. At the
Okay.
time that he had this interview with this lady, Colin was not in the race. He had no reason to make the comment at the fuck all.
No, Jasmine was not in the race. They already signed papers back in June.
Okay, so if Jasmine not in the race, how does he make a comment? I thought I was going to be running against a mediocre black man, not a competent black woman, because Jasmine's in the race at the point that he had this conversation with this woman.
They was talking about, okay, if we go back in June, you know, when Jasmine's stock was rising in the Democratic Party echelons, right? So she was thought of as being a Senate candidate, but she was talked about as being one. She joined the Senate race. She switched the paperwork to run as a Senate the last 2 days. So she was talking about running, or she was thought of as running. So she thought, because of what happened with the redistricting thing, that's what really would push her over the edge onto running for Senate more than her staying where she was at. So
All of that you said still don't justify this man making a statement that he made.
now I'm justifying James Talarico's alleged comment.
Ain't
Now
no
it's
alleged. The
alleged.
man said he said it. Ain't
He
no
didn't
alleged.
say he said it. That's why I always tell people, if you're gonna quote me verbatim, because I know what I said.
And if he knew what he said, he'd have repeated it. He did.
Quote me verbatim. I always tell these niggas, quote me verbatim. Oh, Big J cussed out a woman, and he said, I'm gonna use, since you called me red pill, right? Like Big J is a hypocrite because he tell us don't call women out their names, yet he called one woman out their name. When in reality, I said y'all got to stop calling all women bitches and hoes. And just because I call one woman one, that means I'm supposed to break a rule. No, I said y'all need to stop referring to women in general as this. I'm talking to individual. I'm talking about the whole, individual versus the group. Group is two different things. Therefore, you mischaracterizing what I said. That's why I told these niggas, quote me verbatim what I actually said and put it in proper context.
Okay, well, he ain't do a good job of defending himself because it sure looked like he trying to color a story of some things that he said. And I'm already suspicious of him on some racial shit just because of the way he's running his campaign. And so, yeah, no, this don't fly. This dog don't hunt.
Okay. Whatever. I mean, I'm like you call me red pill, and
you got some red pill tendencies, sir.
Most people will call me purple pill.
Okay, well, that don't purple consist of red?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
You have some red pill in you. It's not an indictment of your character.
It is. If you let a certain DJ says making false ass claims, shit. So
I got good sense, and I don't distort things and exaggerate things.
That's why okay, if we're gonna talk about what is red pill or not. That's why when you when you told Bronsberg that he's little manosphere and he's this, that's why I didn't want you to call him little manosphere, because I know that certain DJ over there is gonna use that as a tool, and he be slandering people and shit. Oh, you hate black women and you hate women and all that shit. That's why I don't, that's why I shriek from that term red pill, because I don't hate women. I don't have no disdain for women. I mean, not no bullshit like this. No. Soul provider nosy ass gonna ask. His messy ass gonna ask. What is red pill about Big J? You know what? That's a good. That for once, that's a good question, Queen.
What
is red pill about Big J? Since Soul provider asked that question in the chat room.
And you want me to answer this? You really want me to participate in this?
Well, I mean, you said it. You said, yeah, that's a little bit red pill. You okay? I want to hear it now. I want to hear all this now.
So, do you understand that Soul Provider is going to use this for content?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. So, I'm going to give some examples. We've talked about politics before, and you make statements like, it don't need to be a woman, it needs to be a man. You have also made statements that it needs to be a white man. Like, bro, don't cut for none of this shit.
Wait, whoa. When did I say that?
I don't know. I don't dedicate all of this stuff into memory. I would have to go and dig into these streams and pull them up. But if you want me to do that, I'll do it.
I mean, do what you like. I'm just saying, like, okay, I'm trying to, okay. When I said it, what was the context? I mean, when I said it,
Most of the
that.
time, I would have to say it has to be in reference to a discussion surrounding Jazmine Crockett for the more recent statements. Mm-hmm.
No, okay. Now, I
What
did
here?
say something. Hold on.
Here, are you in the chat?
I don't see her.
Here, are you still here? If
She
you are,
she's probably asleep. She probably went back to sleep.
I'm finna send her a message because Pierre was present when you made these statements. I ain't got the lie to kick it.
Okay, so now are we referring to when I said on my last live stream about Jazmine Crockett? No, what
No, this is
happened?
not gonna be on the last live stream. This is going to be months ago. Let me see if I can get Pierre up in here. Because yes, you have made some comments that I would consider misogynistic.
Wow. Okay, go on. I want to hear all this.
I'm just saying, you have, and I'm not characterizing you as a bad person for it. But to sit up here and say that this black man is out of line for defending himself, that's crazy as hell.
No, it's no. I didn't say that. I said making it public is because that was a private conversation. It should have stayed private. Knowing the fact, it's gonna blow up on all real these individuals' faces. Now that's what I said.
So why would it stay private when Talarico did say it to Colin? Talarico said it to somebody else that brought it to the public. That man got a right to defend himself against it. Because Talarico didn't say, I didn't make those statements.
Because for me, it's unmanly. Now I'm about to get a picture article on this. Now on that part is unmanly. Because if something that was said in private,
it was unmanly for Talarico to make this statement to a woman.
Yeah, but the woman was his campaign staffer. The lady was his campaign staffer.
She's not his campaign staffer. She's journalist.
Oh my! No, the woman that she was talking to was a campaign staffer.
Talarico made the statement to the journalist.
But if I'm going to make an off-record comment, it might as well just stay private. What and my thing when it comes to Allred should have went ahead and say, "Hey man, I talk to him when I see him." That's what men should do.
No, Talarico shouldn't have made the statement in the first goddamn place.
Okay, I'm going to make a statement off of a secondhand statement that I wasn't even there. No, you gonna explain this shit to me in person.
Why?
Because we're men.
Why?
Because I'm a man and he's a man.
So as a man, since you said as a man,
I'm a grown man.
Okay, and as a grown ass man, why are you talking about another man?
Oh, you're missing the point I was making. You totally missed the point.
I'm not missing the point because again, the point is Allred was not in the race. It was Jazmine Crockett. So he didn't have to make any comment in regards to Allred at all.
But Allred was already in the race.
Allred was not in the race. Allred had dropped out by this.
Right. But Allred was already in the race before December. Jazmine jumped in.
Was not in the race when Talarico made this comment.
but
The race is
that's why I
between
need.
Talarico and Crockett. Therefore, Talarico should have had no comments about Allred. Allred is no longer an opponent of his as a man.
Hold on. This Stanley gonna say something stupid in this chat room. Talking about this conversation is going married vibes. Nigga, please. But how can but Queen the problem is it's not put in the proper context. Queen. And let's be real about Allred is mediocre.
That's an opinion. That's an opinion that he had. That's an opinion he should have gave to Allred. It's not an opinion he gives to a journalist against somebody. And then the fact that he used his race when he made the comment, that's problematic as well.
Did he ever use race in the comment?
The
Queen?
woman made two statements.
Right.
He said that he expected to run against a mediocre black man, not a competent and whatever other words he used to describe Jazmine Crockett, black woman.
And okay. Now, Jazmine says she doesn't believe it though.
That's not what Jazmine said. Jazmine said she's never heard Talarico make any racist comments. That's what Jazmine said.
Mm-hmm. So if Jazmine and Talarico been knowing each other for at least the last 6 years at least, hanging around with her and shit, and now some journalists happen to appear up and she's out here having the scoop, who would you rather believe at this point, Jazmine or the reporter?
I don't have a reason to believe either one of them. I believe what the journalist said because Talarico did not say he did not make those statements. Jazmine did not say that.
Go ahead.
Jazmine did not say that. Talarico did not say that. Jazmine said she's never heard him make a racist statement. That's what Jazmine said. That's not saying that he did or he didn't make these statements.
So you expect him to come unglued and say, "No, I ain't tell that bitch shit."
No, I don't expect him to
that heifer's
talk
lying.
like a jack. No, I don't expect him to act like a jackass. No, I expect him to say, "I did not make those statements." That's my expectation. My expectation is for you to say, "No, I did not say this." My expectation is for you to clear up what it was that you actually stated, to which he did none of that.
Now, the reason why I use Roland Martin is because Roland Martin was talking shit, and it seems like what he said and what the reporter said was almost verbatim. That's why I said, I think Roland Martin got his hands in this shit.
I highly doubt Roland Martin got anything to do with this.
I do, because he, it's Roland Martin's home state for one, and then on top of that, he losing influence because he's trying to influence for the young black the Griffon. So I'm just saying. I mean, I take this with a huge grain of salt because anybody can come on social media and say so and so said this, and come to find out it was over something else.
Well, I don't think that's what's going to happen in this case because I firmly believe that man made this statement because he thought he was giving praise and he thought it would be appreciated. And he's finding out that it wasn't appreciated. And I don't think Colin is wrong for making the statements that he made because if you felt that way, the conversation should have been taken to college, not to no damn journalist.
But Colin just signed. Colin is politically dead after this.
It don't fucking matter. That's
No,
college
it do
business.
matter. It
No,
do
it
matter
don't.
because
It doesn't.
okay. You gonna think though the next time the Senate seat is up, which is in 3 years now, right? In 30 was 2030, something like this, right? You think though people gonna let that slide?
What you mean let it slide? People don't have to lay down and let somebody mischaracterize them or say shit about them and not say nothing.
No. You missing. See again. You missing where I'm coming at. Let's just say if either Talarico or Jazmine wins, right, and they lost the Senate seat by, I don't know, 1 percentage point or 2, or better yet, under 5 percentage points, and it's all the basis of the race warring within the Democratic Party, and then Allred gonna run against Ted Cruz in 2030, and all of a sudden people gonna look at Allred like, brother, no, you good, no, stand down. They're not gonna take him seriously anymore after this. They're not. I'm just saying.
I think that's foolhardy.
No, it's okay. I mean, and then she talking about James Carville. What do James Carville got to do with the conversation?
So
See,
James Carville has to do with the conversation because James Carville is the reason why they were even having this dialogue in the first place. If you listen to what he had to say,
right, and then James Carville was beefing. Well, no, not beefing, but Roland Martin is trying to beef with James Carville. So I but anyway, that's why I said though. That's why I think Roland has this, he has hands in this, and he kind of influenced what's going on the ground. But anyway,
that don't even make sense based on what this woman was saying. This woman ain't saying nothing about no Roland Martin.
She don't have to say anything about Roland Martin. All I got to do is watch Roland Martin's channel, what he said last week versus, and then compare what Roland said last week and compare what this woman said. And it's almost identical. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's just something that you come up with.
Okay. If you think I come up with it, okay. I just have my ears spiked up when I see certain code words and certain phrases being used. I'm saying, no, you're not speaking for yourself. You're using somebody else's words. I mean, somebody else is in your head.
Why would this lady make this up based on something Roland Martin said? And Roland Martin just made his comments recently. This did not happen recently. Like, the two things don't go together.
Because who wants to be on the Roland Martin show as a commentator? You're getting paid, or want to be on CNN somewhere, or on MSNBC. Because reporters do lie, and they do fabricate things to get ahead. Well, that's part of the reason why I'm for the fairness doctrine to come back. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other topic. But yeah, but anyway, it'll stop people from lying. But anyway,
There is an alien. I don't know what the hell going on in your chat.
Yeah, Deacon Dave said it's going nowhere. Stanley, hit the link and referee this thing.
I don't know. We just got different views on this shit. I don't have no problem with black people standing up for themselves. I do not. I don't care how much somebody think they wrong.
but
Black folks
as a
do not have to
grown,
sit up here and take this type of fucking abuse. It's one thing to say that the man is a mediocre, but to sit up there and put his race in it and in comparison to a black woman is out of fucking line. And he has every right to say it, to address that. I don't have a problem with that at all.
okay. I because the statement does not. The statement was really applying to his campaign. It didn't say anything about his
We don't
race.
know what the fuck the statement was because Talarico didn't address what it was that he said. All he said is, "Oh, this is a mischaracterization." Okay, well, bitch, what did you say?
You know what? You know what? I miss the days when no, they ain't really miss the days. I want somebody to run for office, and when somebody says something like this, it's gonna be some phone calls in the middle of the night, and and it's gonna be said, "Listen, you ain't gonna lie on me ever again, bitch." I want a candidate to do some rough ass gangster shit behind the scene. Like, nah, you're not. You lied on that bullshit. You supposed to be close, yet you do some whole ass shit. I understand though if we run against one another, but you ain't gonna do no whole ass shit to me. That how I would have done it. I mean, I ain't gonna be no. We ain't putting that shit out there in public for everybody else to exploit. I'm just saying, and that's why I looked at what Allred did. I'm like, nigga, this is not a YouTube live stream. You're running for office, bruh.
Allred couldn't have said nothing if Talarico didn't make the statements in the first place.
Based on a third party information.
It don't matter.
Is it
Talarico made a statement that he didn't have no business making.
Queen?
You,
Based
this,
on a
this,
third
this,
party
you think this woman
information.
just pulled this out of her ass?
Based on secondhand information.
For no reason at all. She just gonna get up here and say this shit. No reason. You know what? The sky blue today. Let me get up here and tell a lie or tell a Rico real quick.
Well, people. Well,
It's
Queen, you got people
unreasonable.
who lie on us all the time.
It's an unreasonable idea that this lady pulled this out of her ass. This man made that statement, and if he hadn't made the statement in the first place, it could have never got out for there to be any discussion about it. And that's where the problem lies. The problem starts with him. Now he thought he was being cute with the statement that he made, and he is finding out publicly
Allegedly
that
made.
it's not cute.
Now, when Joe Biden made that statement about Obama in 07, 08, now that's where it should be called at, right? That's where it should be called at. But we don't see it because we don't see it because we ain't hearing him saying it. Now, Joe Biden, when he talked about Obama being clean cut, non-threatening, blah blah blah, the whole stereotypical shit, he said it right there in front of everybody. So it can't be questioned because he said it. Now Talarico saying it, because you know why though, because we don't see him, we don't hear him, and we don't see him saying it. So I'm not going to jump out the window and join into the race baiting. I'm not.
I don't think it's race baiting. I think he made a statement and he got his ass corrected for the statement that he made. I think it's as simple as that.
It's race baiting. I ain't saying he's race baiting Collred. I'm saying it's race baiting on how some people are going to jump out the window with their red, black, and green flags and shit, saying that they're B1.
I mean, them people don't do that anyway. I don't see it as none of it. I think he was trying to score points with this journalist, and he made some statements he shouldn't have made. I think it's that simple.
Okay. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna just leave it alone. I feel what's going to happen is that I feel that that they're going. I fear that this this is going to lose the election. No matter who wins the primary, they're going to lose, and all this is just a formality at this point.
Yeah, you've been saying that they was gonna lose the election, so that don't mean much of nothing.
I never said though they were going to lose the election. I said based on who it is, based on who is the Republican nominee. Because it was John Cornyn. Yes, John Cornyn might win, right? But I'd rather have John Cornyn than Ken Paxton. Because Ken Paxton's a whole lot worse. So if Talarico runs against Paxton, Talarico wins.
Not if he's sitting up here making statements like that.
No. Okay. You would rather have Talarico? You would rather have Ken Paxton winning over Talarico over some words?
If it's a politician that is going to ignore black folks, I don't give a damn who wins.
That like you kind of remind me of them ADOS niggas. Oh, I'm ADOS. We don't vote. We don't vote. We just gonna vote
No,
down.
I'm not telling nobody not to vote.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, it don't benefit black folks one way or another just because they Democrat and they get in there and they ignore black folk or they ignore minorities.
I'm not voting because I'm Democrat. I'm anti-Republican. I'm
Whatever the
anti-MAGA.
case may be. My thing is, black people
Yeah.
have specific needs in Texas. So do other minority groups. And if you get a Democrat in there that is going to behave like a Republican, then who gives a rat's ass? It is of no benefit. And that is what I'm saying. Talarico does not give me the impression that he gives a damn about the minority population in Texas.
Okay.
And situations like this further demonstrate that. I already pointed out on my channel about the optics of his campaign ad. It is very suspicious. I don't trust his ass.
The opposite campaign ad.
Say what?
Oh, okay. Mike Visa, just like Joe Manchin from West Virginia did the Democrats.
Talarico looks.
Okay. You might have a point, Mike V. You might have a point. Okay.
Talarico look like he gonna get in there and flip. And there have been politicians that have done that. So I do think that it is a good thing that he's being called out for these statements because maybe he don't realize what the hell he's doing. And if nobody says anything, he's going to continue to do so.
Well, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I do not feel like we just need to be voting for people and they don't have no fucking respect for us.
I'm just anti-Trump. I'm sorry. I'm
And I'm
anti-MAGA.
okay with being anti-Trump, but on the way to being anti-Trump is no reason why we can't teach people what respect is when it comes to us as a demographic of people. This not even that big. This is not a big of a deal. This is you made a statement. This man didn't like it. He said what he said, and it don't have to go no further than that. It is what it is. But it does shine a particular light on Talarico that I think people need to be aware of.
All you have to do is change certain 4 or 5% precincts in Harris County to sway the election. And and see, I see social media as a tool, right? As a great tool. So if this becomes big the way it seems like it is, I think some people are going to be swayed by it, and they're going to sit it out.
I don't think that this is gonna get that big because it's not that big of a deal.
Okay, okay. I just
He put his statement out. He said it was a mischaracterization. Unless he go do interviews where they start asking him about this not going nowhere than where it already is.
okay. But I think Pierre is asleep though, because if you try to reach out to Pierre, I think she went back to bed.
Yeah, I messaged her. She ain't respond, so I guess she sleep.
Mm,
But no, I didn't make my statements to throw you under the bus or no shit like that. I'm just having a conversation.
yeah, but just know my enemy's going to clip the fuck out of it.
Which is why I don't like to
Uh,
explore certain things.
Yeah, but
That's why I said, do you
I'm not
know?
even talking about soul provider. I'm not talking about soul provider. I'm talking about them two old niggas over there. That's who I'm referring to. I wasn't talking about soul provider. I know soul provider will do some messy ass shit, right? It's some niggas who's claim that they're for the women and shit, you know. But anyway,
But you know, it would be very interesting for these people to use my statements when most of these people don't even fuck with me. So that would be crazy. Um,
mm, true.
so
That's true.
like, um, I don't think it would be very credible at all because it's not like these folks have any conversations with me anyway. So I don't think it's even nothing to be concerned about.
You know, but I still have a hatred of them. That's why I still have a hatred of them. That's really is, you know.
Oh yeah, that's understandable. I'm not gonna tell you that you can't have your hatred for them. I just think if they're trying to use my words to paint a narrative of you, it's not gonna go very far because I don't fuck with them and they don't fuck with me. Now,
Right.
if this was a situation where these people actually had conversations with me or something like that, it would be different.
Mm,
If they were to do that, it would just look like, oh, they're picking at you. Because who the fuck gives a fuck what Queen has to say?
right. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I just didn't. I
Now,
am tired of these politics where black folk got to sit up here and act like we not bothered or it don't matter when folks is sitting up here dishing out disrespect. I think if you really are going to represent a constituency, then you need to be respectful of that
okay,
constituency.
but let me ask you this then, right? Let me ask you this then, right? Who offends you the most, right? Uh, Talarico's statement, or what Phil the Advice show or Tariq Nasheed does when it comes to black politics. Who actually defends you the
So
most?
Phil the Advice show is not a politician and neither is Tyreek. So
That's
they
true.
can
True.
do the bullshit that they do on the internet. They're not standing up in front of me asking me for my vote.
Right. Okay. I'm glad you said that. Me, on the other hand, I view them as the real enemy because they're telling people don't vote. They're telling people, oh, don't vote, because so and so didn't mention reparations or anything, so therefore you don't vote. Just withhold your vote. Just stay home. While the world's crumbling around them and shit. I view them as a greater evil than what Talarico says.
Okay, so that's a thought on a particular level, but
Hmm.
on the level of people that's actually going to do something, No, they need to be addressed. You need to start respecting us. Part of the reason that people don't listen to us is there's a lack of respect for Black people in politics and as a constituency. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, these people on the internet that saying what they saying, it is white people on the other side saying crazy things. And there are people reporting on that as well. There's a place for that. But when it comes to these politicians making these statements as if, oh, it's just a walk in the park and it's okay. No, we need to start letting them know, no, it's not okay. It's not okay that you did this. That doesn't mean that you're not a good politician. It means that you need to watch your mouth. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
think there's anything wrong with us addressing it. Anybody, any fool that's gonna sit up there and listen to the likes of Tyreek or Phil the Advice Show, YouTube personalities, when it comes to their fucking politics, where they're jackass anyway.
No,
Jackasses exist. That's
I
how we
mean,
got Donald Trump as the president.
well, yo, you're right. Now, see now, but like you're proving my point though, because they, like Tyreek, no, not Tyreek. When Phil Scott be going to political con, that's where all the politicians show up, or not all the politicians. That's where these political podcasters like Joe Rogan and them show up.
Hmm.
And then sooner or later you see them rubbing shoulder to shoulder with Donald Trump or Stephen Miller and those types, further down on the road. And I think though they do be having a say in swaying some members of our society to to disengage because of their dream of, well, Donald Trump is going to give us this, that, and third, and he ain't giving people shit, and I mean, right, and it's asinine, that's why I agree with MOT. I mean, some niggas just need to. Well, I can't say over here. I can't say on this live stream how I really feel, but
They need to be eradicated. Right. Got it.
right, eradicate. Yeah, I'll say yeah, eradicate it. Yeah, the grifters need to be eradicated because like they're
Yes,
getting
the
in the way.
grifters can be a problem, but it is up to the people that know better to put out better messaging.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna get on my platform and sit up here and say, "Oh yeah, Allred didn't have no business." No, Allred can say what he want to say. The bottom line is, Talarico didn't have no business making those comments. If you did make the comments in the first place, the journalist couldn't have put it out there. The fact that you made the comments or anything like that toward the comments, it alludes to a situation where you need to understand that that's disrespectful, and we don't no longer want to tolerate the disrespect in our politics, especially when you're asking us for our vote. And I don't think that's unreasonable.
What do you think? Do you think though there's a kernel of truth in what was alleged to be said?
Uh, about him being mediocre
Yeah.
as a politician, I don't know what kind of campaign he was running to make a comment about it. I don't think Talarico's campaign is all that good for him to be making these kind of statements.
Okay. The reason why I said that, right? The reason why I asked that
Hmm.
question the way it did, because watching Allred, right, when he was
Hmm.
campaigning in 2024, it was like your run of the mill Democrat and Texas candidate type shit. He was too safe. Um, and then in some of the ads he put out, it was like, nah, you're not going to reach the people who need to come out because it's one thing, and then him being a black man, right? It's just all intents and purposes, he is a black man because he's half, right? The one
Hmm.
drop. if you're going by the one drop rule, he's a black man, right? So him in that the last 2 weeks, the last month of campaign, I was like, man, he's gonna lose his legs against Ted Cruz because he made that ad and he put his white wife up over there. I was like, oh my God, no, it's over with. I said, no, man, you in an interracial relationship, nah, bro. You know that's no. There's certain sectors in society that's not gonna go well for that. Now, Jazmine, on the other hand, she got more star power because she's more she got more energy and more she's more fierce. Um, that's why I think though she'll have more energy coming in into November. You know, garnering support from the inner city is what I'm talking about. When it comes to inner city,
She's
urban vote.
also more vocal. She's also more in touch and communicates with the constituency better than most politicians I've seen in recent years. And that works to her advantage.
No.
A lot of these politicians, they just sit on Capitol Hill and they don't get out in the public. They don't utilize social media or things of that nature. And she does that, which, and on top of that, like she said, she's going to do the risky things, which in this particular political climate is going to be important, which makes her a better candidate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um. Yeah. See, something else. Something else was in my head. If she needs a hatchet man, or if James Talarico needs a hatchet man, hire me because I'll go after the fucking the niggas online. The field advisors and Tariqs. You know, say what you lying to her? No. I mean, somebody that she needs a surrogate, or both of them need a surrogate to handle the bullshit that's online. The narratives that's being um,
I
put out.
mean, I watch a lot of political commentary, and I do think that the people that are out here doing their commentary are addressing some of the statements that are being made. Well, because a lot of people are very biased in their reporting when it comes to Jasmine and her campaign.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there are journalists that are out here calling it out. Um, And I mean, that's important because social media does provide some messaging. And
Stan, okay, go
mhm.
ahead. Go ahead. Mike V said, Jasmine has natural brand. She was co-chair of the Harris campaign, and then Stanley Cross said, "Queen, are you saying Crockett represent her district well?"
um, I know the people that's in her district love her. I know that. I know me as somebody that has not been in her district in several years, emailed her office and they got back to me and they didn't have to. That woman showed up at the church that I grew up in to give them money for the work that they do at that church. The fact that she even know anything about that church, because it's a small church, lets me know
Mm-hmm.
that she's doing what she's supposed to do as the representative for that area. So I would say that yeah, she represents her district well. It's a reason why they want her there. It's a reason why some of them said that they didn't want her to leave.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's going on, Stanley?
Hey,
Hey, I'm just, wait, hold on. I got echo here. Just one quick question, and then I'll drop down. I, as an outsider, now I'm not from Texas. It may not even be my place to point this out, but when she ran for a leadership position, I don't even know what that leadership position was. I don't think she even got any votes. In my opinion, part of representation is moving up in the leadership. It doesn't appear for all the, grandstanding and the social media and all that sort of stuff. She wasn't very well liked in by her peers in Congress. So to me, that's part of representation. I mean, if you're not gaining power, I don't know. That doesn't sound like you're actually representing your district that well.
Well, this is what I got to say to that. The Democratic Party wants to play old school politics in a time
Mhm.
where we need some people that's going to actually get out there and fight. As far as she not gaining any power, Menifee just won his district and Jazmine Crockett gave him her endorsement. She also ran around and campaigned with him. So I think that speaks to what it is and what she's trying to do.
I
The Democratic
disagree. I
Party is
disagree
not
that
going to be
I
keen on doing new things because they want to continue to play old school politics.
okay, that doesn't really address my point.
I don't know what point you want me to address because I don't
The
think it's
point
a
I'm
lack of
trying
her
to
not
make
having power.
is she
I
it
believe that it is the fact that they wanted to continue to play old school politics, and that's not what she was on. She
okay,
was too vocal,
again,
and they didn't like that.
that doesn't address my point. You're saying she's a good leader. Even, I mean, you and I will agree that there's some problems with the Democratic Party. And she did kind of step outside of, the traditional role. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have any problems with women in Congress or Black women in Congress. I do have a problem with her theatrics. And compare her to someone like, what's her name? The lady, Stacey
Abrams.
Plaskett. She's the delegate from West Virginia. She's a lawyer. She was actually on the 2000 the January 6th committee. She was one of the people who presented part of the case.
You talking about what's her name from the Virgin Islands?
Yeah, what did I say? West Virginia?
Yeah. You talking about the Virgin
Okay, my
Islands?
bad. Yeah, Stacey Plaskett, I think is her name.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I understand what you're saying, Queen. I don't think anything that you mentioned. I don't think she was. I don't think she was the leader she could have been. I'll just leave it that way.
I think she's absolutely the leader that we need. I think the Democratic Party simply wants to play old school politics. She was young. She only had been there 2 years, and they felt like, no, she hasn't earned her keep. She
But
is threatening. She's intimidating to a lot of politicians that are sitting on the hill.
but let me go ahead and say this, right? I got itchy beard. I need to shave. But anyway, I ain't shaved in a week. The thing is, Mike V do have a point because they did the same thing to AOC. They did the same thing to Summer Lee. Oh man, I got a crush on Summer Lee. I'm sorry. I need it. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm thirsty, y'all. Yeah, but there are a lot of young politicians who just got there, or who just got there like the last 5-6 years. They're not being given. They're being denied leadership roles
Yes,
within
because that's what the
Congress.
Democratic Party does.
Yeah,
And go ahead.
well, I mean, AOC actually, eventually she wound up kind of toning down. And, you know, even if she doesn't have a leadership position, she's out there with Bernie Sanders campaigning. I mean, she's got a national reputation. And in my opinion, she's more respected than Jazmine Crockett was. You know, Jazmine Crockett was very entertaining, but sometimes you actually have to put your nose down and do the hard work and work your way up through the system, even if it's flawed. You know, Black Americans, for instance, even in 2026, sometimes you have to pay your dues to move up. And then once you've gained some stature, some power, then you can kind of act out. You and I just disagree on that.
Oh, okay,
But
okay. It's
again,
kind of like go ahead.
no,
Go ahead.
Sunkist, you have precedence because you're there in Texas. I'm not. It's just my opinion.
Because it's kind of like I'm talking about the old heads, right? The old head black leadership, like James Clyburns and them, right? It's kind of like what Glenn Eiffel said in her book of The Breakthrough, that last chapter of that book, where she says younger black leaders are going to have to go to war against the older heads to get their spot, to get the spot that, you know, the position that they're needed. Because kind of like when Jesse tried to torpedo Barack Obama, or like how when James Clyburn turned around and made Joe Biden the nominee overnight by switch those votes around by his endorsement rather in South Carolina 2020. Joe Biden had no business being president, and James Clyburn used his endorsement and shifted the black vote away from whoever it was going to go to. Because for me, I'm gonna put it like this: if James Clyburn was not involved with the whole process, it would have been a better primary season. It would have been a better primary, and we will see if people go out to fight for that black vote.
Well, I can tell you right now,
go ahead.
Bernie Sanders was not going to win South Carolina.
That's true.
His position on reparations, oh no, he wasn't going to win in the South.
Wait a minute. Well, Jim Clyburn was not for reparations. So
is that right?
Yeah, because I went and interviewed what is that brother's name from South Carolina?
Marcel Dixon.
Yeah, Marcel ran against was running against Jim Clyburn in the primary. Jim Clyburn's not.
Yeah, I remember
reparations. So it was more about keeping the old order. It was more about defending the old order in black politics. If not the Democratic Party as a whole. You know.
And that is the interesting thing. Get out of it.
Okay.
That's the interesting thing about the situation is because she even stated before she ran that they probably were not going to support her because they still play old school politics.
Mm-hmm.
She
ran
anyway. And
what do you think of Hakeem Jeffries?
Oh my! Don't even give me started on.
The reason
my point is sometimes you got to play the game, and I've watched a lot of Jazmine Crockett's theatrics. Sometimes she hit a home run, and sometimes she didn't. And sometimes in your first term, you kind of want to put your nose to the grindstone and actually do some work and get a reputation. That's just my opinion. And it could be a function of my age. Maybe I'm just old, but You know,
I mean, it's just the fact that you don't live in Texas because you're watching her theatrics, not her politics. I watch her
yeah. Well,
politics.
I'm not like, as I said, I'm not in the
She's good at
states.
what she
The
does.
problem is the theatrics are what she's known for. She's not known for anything else
But that's
outside
not
the
true.
state.
That is not true.
I'm
Hmm.
afraid outside the state, that's
No, that's
my
only
opinion.
for certain
And
people outside of the state.
I follow a lot of politics,
Hmm. I'm pretty sure you
and
follow certain people as well.
outside Texas, she's only known for her theatrics.
Outside Texas does not matter. She's running for Senate in Texas.
Right. Well, I don't think she stands a chance.
That's your opinion.
It is.
You are
Depend,
indeed entitled to it.
That yes. Thank you. Thank you for that gift.
You're welcome.
well, it actually depends on who is the Republican candidate. You know, because that's the unknown.
Well, I happen to know a lady, young black lady, who is a Republican in Texas, and she, from what she tells me, and I mean, she's actually like kind of in Texas Republican politics. There's a group called the Frederick Douglass Republicans.
Them coon ass niggas. Yo, they're
Yes.
coon.
Well, she tells me that they're salivating. They want Jazmine Crockett to win.
Yeah.
The Democratic nomination.
I know.
They're kind of
And
thrilled.
they should want her to win. Yes, that's absolutely what we want.
Yeah. But
No. I mean the Democratic nomination.
Yeah. But the thing is, so they
That's
want her
exactly
to win.
what we want. We want them to want her to win. Yes, we do.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I want her to win too. I'm just saying she's got more hurdles than a lot of people might suspect. Her reputation precedes her.
As he should.
Hold on. Robert says, Big J, you falling for the trap. The Salem rich crowd racism finders are the problem. Huh? What? Whatever.
Her reputation should precede her because she's a great politician. She does well for her district. She takes care of those people. She votes the way that they need them to be voted for.
That was the only thing you needed to succeed.
That's all she needs, because the only people that are talking this bullshit are people that are outside of Texas, and they don't matter.
Okay.
They're not voting. The only thing that matters are the politics that are inside of Texas. Anybody outside of Texas don't matter.
I'm afraid money-wise, you're wrong.
Money-wise, she's a great fundraiser.
Okay. I hear your argument, and you and I just disagree on that. I don't think she's as good a candidate. I mean, I actually would like to see her win, but I just think she has a gravitas problem.
You'll see it. She's gonna win, and it's gonna be fine.
Hey, well, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It wouldn't be the first time, but I don't think I am.
You're not supposed to.
But Mike V said, and that's the problem right there. Mike V said, Republicans going younger, hence Mike Vance, Lauren Robart, Martin Taylor Greene, Mike Gaetz. They're all below the age of 50. Yeah.
Well, Gates is done, and I think Boebert wound up switching districts to get reelected. I think after that little scandal she had, I don't think she's taken that seriously either.
Man, that was some hot shit to watch, man. God damn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's early in the morning. I'm a single man. Y'all have to forgive me. That looked good when.
No, I'm talking about the thing the play stuff. Apparently.
Oh, you talking about that? I was talking about that shit when she was in that when she was sitting down in the when was a movie theater or some shit. And,
it was at a play.
Yeah, it was that play. Yeah, I was
At a
like,
children's play, I think.
I was like,
Like one of those,
ooh.
I forget the name of it, but anyway, yeah, she made quite the spectacle.
Yeah, that was like, damn. Man, that was some hot shit, man. I was like, damn, that was. You know what? Let me shut up. I'm thirsty, y'all. I'm thirsty. I got to stop.
Well, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be thirsty for that flavor of Kool-Aid.
I saw him just he rubbing on her titties, and I was like, damn, them titties good though, man. Fuck. I'm sorry. Let me stop. Let me stop, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, let me stop, man. I'm thirsty, y'all. I gotta not let my
It's
sinful
crazy.
nature. I got not led my sinful nature. I'm trying to keep that. I gotta be stoic on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
I think we need to stop telling black folks they wrong for defending themselves.
so
That's nonsense.
So yeah, but yeah, the problem with the Democrats is that they keep on wanting to recycle, and these old fogies, and we're seeing the same. And I also think the reason why they're doing it, right? They're doing it for actual foreign policy reasons, which I'm not going to say why. I believe the reason why they're not allowing the younger heads to get into position is that they know the younger heads are not sold on the Palestinian. The cat's out the bag. They're not. A lot of us ain't buying the people of the book. Okay, we're not buying the Kool-Aid. So the only reason why AIPAC can still stand is because the old Democrats and the evangelical Republicans is they count on those two types to stay in power or still getting funds. So
They need their money. That's why
right.
they don't want to get out them seats. That mean they gonna have to get a job or something. They just want they up there paying their pocket. They all ass need to get out of there. They're all corrupt. They're all compromised. They need to move the fuck around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
And that's why they won't let them up there. She ain't the only person that went up there.
I know.
That tried to get positions and they denied them. They old asses need to get the fuck down. They don't like her politics because she is vocal. Look at what the hell's going on. Why do we think that we need a politician that's doing politics the same way as they've been doing with all the shit that's currently happening in this country?
Well,
and then though I'm looking at. Go ahead, Stanley. Go ahead.
I was going to say the Democrats have a similar racism problem with as the Republicans. These old white males are hanging on, till the grave, till they get buried. That's part of it as well.
I would. Well, the black one's doing it too.
Well, say it ain't just old white people.
Well,
It's old black
Clyburn,
folks.
I mean, you could probably make the argument about Clyburn.
No, Clyburn. Hold on. No. Let's name the names: Sylvester Turner and Sheila Jackson Lee. And I've been wanting Amanda Edwards to win. Right? They fucked her over 3 times. Me, Queen. When did you and I was talking about this? Because I was talking about you. I was talking to you about this. When was this? Last week or something
About
like
what?
that. Amanda Edwards.
Oh yeah, that was a couple of days ago.
Right. And I showed you all the times when she almost got it and I keep shutting her down and shit. It was that shit because Sylvester Turner had no business getting. Okay, let me put it like this though, right? Let me fill Stanley in what I'm referring to, right? And Sheila Jackson Lee is a prime example. Sheila Jackson Lee been in office since 1992 when what's name got killed in that plane crash. Okay, she became congresswoman off of that. Then though Then recently in 2023, she decided to run for mayor of Houston. She told Amanda Edwards was running for mayor of Houston. She actually told Amanda, listen, I'm running for mayor of Houston. You run for my spot in Congress. Amanda had a handshake with her. They went their separate ways. She filed for Amanda Edwards filed for Congress. Sheila Jackson Lee ran for mayor. Well, the white guy, John Whitmore, who's also a Democrat, tapped that ass on November, right? And Sheila Jackson Lee turned right back around and said, "Oh, I'm running for Congress now." Then all of a sudden, she won the primary in March against Amanda Edwards. Sheila Jackson Lee turned around and died, right? After she won the primary, she died. Then, though, the Democratic Party of Harris County will say, "Oh, wait a minute, we fucked up. So, who do we pick?" Well, Sylvester Turner. Sylvester Turner was the mayor of Houston. He was term limit, but everybody knew Sylvester Turner was dying of cancer. So Amanda Edwards said, hey, I'm gonna run again. She got 3 votes. She was shy of 3 votes. Sylvester Turner he got elected. He went to Congress, and after the State of the Union, he died. The Houston 18th district did not have a representative until today. All because they keep having the old folks getting in the way. And it's not just a, so when it comes on the Democratic side, it's both black and white getting in the way of the younger crowd. And I see what they did to Joseph Kennedy III. That young man could have been senator by now. They shut his ass out. Oh, where's Sheila Jackson Lee's daughter? She's still around. So yeah, So they always do that, Stanley. Anytime with
like I said, I would actually have to sit down and research it. I'm not convinced.
Okay.
I don't think the Democrats are any worse than the Republicans, but that's off the top of my head. I would actually have to sit down and go through the roster.
Okay, when like I'm gonna talk about myself, right? In 2016, right? And I really don't want to dox myself. So let me be careful what I'm about to say, right? There was 2 young brothers running for state rep, right? They came from the same university I came from. So they was like junior, seniors, right? So they decided, to start running, that was part of Black Lives Matter. This is the whole Black Lives Matter part, right? So that was part of Black Lives Matter. Then they decided to run for office. So they would run for state rep out of Houston. One of the brothers' district extends to where I'm at, right? So his district is rural. It's more white. It's more agricultural. It's rural, right? So he still run because hey, he got Houston side, he got the Sugarland side. But if you go further southwest, it's more white. It's more rural. So when he started to run, and I was, and he was voicing his frustrations to me and to everybody else because there's this black pastor. That's why I have a problem with black pastors, though. showboating and getting in the way of what he was doing. Because he was trying to actually was winning, but the black pastor want to do the whole, you know, the circus act shit and being an embarrassment. And it's always some nigga who's about 60 years old doing this shit. And it's always some young man getting fucked in the end. And I keep seeing that. And you know, and you know what? I'm gonna use another example. 2004, 2006. You remember there was a guy named Hackett who ran for Senate in Ohio. Hackett just came from Iraq and Afghanistan. He was a vet. Sharon Brown defeated him. Sharon Brown should have stayed his ass at Congress. Sharon Brown voted to send troops to Iraq. You should have let that young man run for Senate, win that seat. We would have gotten out of Iraq a long time ago. But no, Sharon Brown want to keep sending money to AIPAC and you know, want to keep on, you know, furthering the neocon agenda within the Middle East. So that's why I have a problem with older politicians, white or black. You've been here too damn long. Get the fuck out the way. Because some of us join the military, fought, and we come home and y'all can't even win the war right. But anyway, I ain't back. I mean, I'm done ranting. Guess everybody ain't saying anything. I don't know.
No, I think that how old is Joaquin Castro?
He's
Do
about
you happen
50,
to know?
He about his late 40s. And that I'm glad though you brought the Castro brothers. I'm glad you brought that up too, because that was another example. Go look up Hillary Clinton's vice presidential list. The people she was going to pick. And the person she picked has no business being the vice presidential running mate. If she would have picked Akeem, what's his name? Akeem Castro, Texas would have been put into play. She probably would have won the Hispanic states like Arizona. If she would have won Arizona and won states like Nevada, Arizona, it would have been a wrap. Trump would never have been president, and you would have the first Hispanic vice president of the United States. But no, she want to play safe and get boring ass what's his face? What's his name? Tim
from Virginia.
Yeah,
I forget his name. From Virginia.
Yeah, Tim Kaine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was trying to do all that playing safe shit. So
well,
she,
I mean,
yeah,
one of the things is they took Trump lightly.
I'm starting to think though Trump is their creation.
A lot of people say that
because the thing is, and that's why though I have no sympathy for Don Lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Because Don Lemon kept, big, when I say big up Trump, I mean he make Trump an everyday story on a nightly basis, and Trump became a folk hero to the mud seal class. Yeah, he
I hadn't heard. I haven't heard that word in a while.
I mean, yeah, because the Grams, yeah, because the mud seal class view Trump as one of their own, or somebody that they believe that is going to give them, make America great again. And yeah, that's what I think when it comes to CNN and Don Lemon. Fox News did not create Trump. CNN did. And when the Kathy, what's the name? Catherine, what's the name? Did that town hall to Trump right before the election season started. Why give somebody who just found guilty and had their mug shot? Why put them on? Why do a town hall meeting with him, with Trump? And yet you didn't do a town hall meeting with any other candidate. See, what's the name? Kate Collins. That was her name. Why should they do you know? And I that's why I believe CNN is controlled opposition.
Right.
You know, because you keep feeding him victory. You claiming you're fighting against Trump, but the more you fight against him, he's winning. It's like you trying to pour water on a grease fire. You calling yourself putting the fire out, but the fire keep on growing. And
well, CNN took a turn to the right, trying to get back to the middle or centrist or whatever. I remember there was a period because they got a new CEO or something.
Peter Zaza bought CNN. It starts with Z. Zaza, ZZ, something like that. Peter Zaza bought CNN. Yeah, no, like right. They bought Warner Brothers Discovery. When the Discovery Channel bought Warner Brothers, and he took over CNN, and that's how Don Lemon got fired, or not just fired. He got edged out because they took him off of prime time, put him in the morning, and then Don Lemon got all fucked up. He started yelling and screaming at people and shit, and then they managed to get rid of his ass, So yeah, but I just think that I think that CNN created Trump, and history going to look back and see that did happen though, because like they wanted ratings. That's all they wanted. They were looking at it as a ratings thing, not as a
right.
We got to protect. We got to report the story or protect the nation or or whatever. Mike V, and I apologize to Mike V. What about Beto? Forget about Beto.
Yeah, he's
Beto, Beto's done. Don't even worry about Beto. He's cooked. He's cooked already. He's not. And Beto was about to run, but when Jazmine showed up, when Jazmine and the rest of the people showed up, he backed off. So, because like right now, if Jazmine and James Talarico wasn't running, and Allred wasn't going to run, he would have been the candidate already. So, but he saw that youthful firepower. He backed off. So, and plus,
I mean, if the data shows that she's a stronger candidate than he is, then why would he sit up there and waste votes by running?
True, but I don't know. Yeah, but the thing was, yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, just the same way. I don't think Talarico should have run for a Senate seat.
See, and Talarico was supposed to run for governor, and
that's what he should have done.
Yeah, he should have done that, but it didn't because he thought, because when it showed signs when Jazmine Crockett said she was going to stay where she was at, and this is all before the whole before they redistrict the the map, right? That's why he ran. But when they changed the map and everything, and she decided at the last minute to jump on, it was too late for him to jump off. It was basically too late for him to jump off and switch. So So yeah, so he has to remain committed. So yeah, but if on the Republican side, if there is a runoff on the Republican side, I think that sadly John Corn, I don't know why I say sadly, but John Cornyn gonna lose if it ever comes to a runoff. What's his name is gonna become the candidate.
Hey, I got a question for you. Do either of you know if Chuck Grassley is up this year?
I'm surprised, man. He's still living. How old his ass
Yeah,
is?
he's still around.
Yeah, he probably like 95 or something like that.
Yeah.
I think so. I hope though he's not running again. If he's up,
I'll have to just I'll check that out just to see what his
what state
status is.
was it Iowa or Nebraska somewhere?
Yeah, it's Iowa.
Iowa. Okay. Yeah. I'm following this other political channel. She just knew. Angel. What's her name? Angel. I put it on my community tab. It was on my community tab.
Okay, yeah, I'll check it out.
I was on her channel.
Oh, really?
I was in her chat room this morning. Yeah. She was talking about what's going down here in Texas. So yeah.
What happened?
No, there is. I mentioned there's a newish content creator who does politics.
Oh.
And what's the name? Angel something. Politics with Angel. That's her name. Politics with Angel. Yeah. I was over there earlier this morning. You know, give her a
live stream?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She does live streams. I said it's up to your channel.
I would like to get that good. I'm not there yet.
No, but she's fairly new. She only got 1,000 subs, at least. But I came over there to support her channel. It looked like though she's not new when it comes to content. I think she's new on YouTube because
Right.
I see she got TikTok and all those other stuff. So I'm thinking that she was on TikTok and then she's bringing it over here to YouTube.
Oh well, it's a lot of people coming over here to YouTube because TikTok has been taken over by the powers that be, and they not paying people, and it's all kind of foolishness going on over there right now.
I've actually heard they're like I don't want to use the word censorious, but they're Trump friendly.
Oh yeah, because what's the name bought it? I forgot the guy's name now.
Is it Larry Ellison?
Yeah, Larry Ellison. Yeah, I think it was Larry.
The guy who basically bought CBS.
Yeah.
Yes, and it is very concerning that these people is trying to buy up all the media outlets.
We're getting closer to state media.
See, CBS is going out Fox. It's coming. CBS is going out Fox. Forget about Fox News. CBS is the new Fox. It's coming.
And that's the reason why we need more politicians that have the quote unquote theatrics of Jazmine Crockett. Because these people is doing crazy shit in this country. And we need some people that's gonna meet their ass with the same type of fight.
How does theatrics solve problems?
So it's more than theatrics. I'm gonna challenge you to go watch what she does when she's sitting on the Senate floor. I mean, not the Senate floor, the House floor. Go in there and watch that. Don't just watch her theatrics. Go watch her politics.
Several times.
Vita, what y'all did is diabolical. What you and Madam Whip ass, man, y'all diabolical, man. Man, that the avatar of y'all showing Beasley burning. Oh my God, man, that was diabolical, man.
What about Beasley?
Huh?
You said something about Beasley?
Yeah, man. They did an avatar Beasley showing him burning in hell.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah, y'all diabolical over there, man. Y'all, I said, man, I looked at that. I was like, ooh, let me get out of here, man. Man.
Man,
They said,
that man tormented the fuck out of people the whole time he was alive on this app. You thought they was gonna be nice to him and do?
I know, but I just looked at it. I said, oof, man. For good, he's in hell. For good. Oh man, you ain't right. Listen, Vito, you ain't right. You're right saying in my Umar voice. Oof, in hell for good. Oof, man, y'all. Shit, Pro Black Chris says something. Shout out to Pro Black Chris, and then I heard what's the name? CJ Rainey made a statement.
Oh wow.
Man, everybody everybody giving their little quote unquote eulogy, and then Beasley's cousin came over there to roast Beasley. Like, wait, hold on, wait, what? You're flesh and blood? Oh man, I heard that.
I
shit
need
on
to go
Madam
donate to Madam Whip ass because would nobody know if it wasn't for her.
Shit. I'm like, shit, man.
Did either of y'all talk about that guy who took this district in Texas that Trump had won by 17 points? I can't think of his name.
A couple of days ago.
Yeah, a couple of days ago. Yeah.
Yeah, we mentioned him. He didn't go into detail.
Yeah. We kind of.
What did y'all think?
I think that Texas is going to flip. I think Texas is supposed to end up very purple this time, if not full out blue. Because Texas is not blue. I mean, Texas is not red. People just don't go vote.
Huh.
Texas going to remain red until.
I do not believe that Texas is going to stay red, especially. And that's another reason why I think Jazmine is a good fit, because Jazmine is real good about talking to people and explaining to them what's going on as far as the things that they care about. And right now it's affordability and it's healthcare. And she has done several town halls and all these different things that she do to talk to the people and explain to them what's going on. Even when the shutdowns are happening, when they're on their way and all of that type of stuff, she explains all of that stuff before it even get there. So these folks can understand, which is something that I have not seen come out of the Democratic Party ever.
I'm gonna say this. Texas is about to crash. All right, it's about to crash. Texas run out of water, and it's that bad. Texas don't have no actual nature-made lakes. Never had, except for that one lake that was created by a log jam, and that was on the Louisiana border. And the state is actually running out of water. You got these people moving in from Japan and Korea, and then you got the Californians moving in, and people from Illinois and New York come up down here. So yeah, we run out of water. So I think what she needs to do, or any candidate needs to do, if they really want to win, y'all got to talk about water, because everybody's running out of water down here. San Antonio's about to run out of water.
I don't suppose y'all have
I know how they can
any
get their water.
Desalinization.
Stanley, I was going there. They should charge Elon Musk or make him build a desalinization plant in that little city that he built. And that way I can get some water.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing happening over there anyway, right? They poison the area with the high salinity water that comes out of it, but send the rest of the fresh water on up to the people.
And
I think California has a desalinization.
That is a point that Jazmine has discussed. She said it's not just that we don't have the water, it's that the water that we do have, they're sitting up here polluting it. So That is something that she's already running on. That is
especially
something that she's addressing.
yeah,
All water
especially
is polluted,
especially
Queen. All
yeah,
water.
that water on the
All the
Gulf Coast.
water
Oh,
being polluted. Okay. Whoop de doo is lottie die. These
yeah, yeah, yeah,
people purposely polluting the water is an issue.
Yeah,
yeah, like
it's in every state.
yeah, but no, I'm talking about if you go the Gulf Coast area, it's actually polluted. You go from Galveston on down to South Padre Island, yeah, it's actually polluted. It's polluted. That water's polluted. That coastline's
Hudson
polluted.
River, the Hudson River, the East River, Coney Island, Far Rockaway, the Atlantic Shores, Long Island, all polluted. Hell, they even got bodies up there thanks to the mafia. Just saying.
Yeah, but all
Just
those
saying.
waters up in the Northeast you mentioned, all that's salt water, right?
No, no,
The Hudson and the East River actually is
Well, I
fresh
mean,
water that
Hudson
is
salt,
brackish.
Hudson salt, it meets fresh.
Goddamn jets.
yeah,
Yeah,
like the Hudson is part of the Erie of the canal.
Right.
That's part of the canal going to the Great Lakes. So, yeah. And y'all have the Saint Lawrence canal
Well,
that
see,
was
I was thinking of
Canada built.
reservoirs, though.
the reservoirs in New York are very protected. But here's
Yeah.
the weird part: you can drive your car right over those motherfuckers. Okay, so it can't be that protected. We just in New York they have a really good filtration system. When I say really good, it's really good. But as with any other water, if you go read the EPA standards for drinking water, there's an acceptable level for every chemical. Like there's an acceptable level for freaking uranium in your water. There's an acceptable level for that. So just read the EPA water standards, and you're like, get the fuck out. And if you really want to get technical, go test your water.
Yolanda Jones.
Oh, I did want to say though, Big J, Madam Whoop ass, when she said he dead, I cracked a smile. And in my mind, I heard Dr. Umar say, "For good."
Man,
That's what I heard.
that shit was diabolical. I saw that avatar. I peeked up in there. I was like, damn, y'all
It's only
just.
about to get worse. It's only about to get worse.
I know. Wait, I'm waiting for everybody else who hadn't caught the news yet. Cause yeah, it's gonna be.
Cliff got it, and Black Rampage got it. But now I'm trying to find some of my old clips that he flagged me down for. So I'm posting them some bitches up. I got the one where Chris came online and read his police report from when he broke in.
Oh, yo!
Yeah,
I
go
need
good.
that one. That shit was funny.
That's coming. That's coming.
By the way, I tried to contact the girlfriend. I'm not doing that.
No.
She's not. She's ignoring my phone calls. Okay.
All you got to do is send a text and say,
I
yeah,
did.
this
I
nigga
did.
dead, and
I
that's
did.
it.
Well, I should have did that, but yeah, she ain't.
Yeah.
She ain't answer my phone calls, man. I like damn, because
I got some
she
BZ
had.
versus Danini. Yeah, I know she want to elongate. She smiled when she seen the message. Shit, I got some Big J versus Premium Game Changer up in here. God damn, Big J, I got archives.
Because if I would have told her that like that nigga's dead, she would have been smiling ear to ear. Because knowing her, she don't like that nigga. I mean,
man, when Madam Whoop ass said that, when I seen it the first time she posted it, I cracked a smile like a motherfucker.
Y'all, I'm not smiling. I ain't smiling, but that shit y'all did that was some diabolical. I'm looking at that like
I didn't even do that picture. That's all Madam Whoop ass. I didn't even get to start on my antics yet. I will be starting soon. However, yeah, nah, that nigga cost me YouTube money, bro.
I know.
Every time you tell me like, yo, your channel should have been it, it's that nigga that took my shit out. Nah, nigga, burn for good. Oh, I'm gonna get that Dr. Umar clip. It's for good. Dead. Oh man, it's going down. My mixtape's cause about to pop.
Okay. Mike V said, "What's your thoughts on Lorna Jones?" Okay, and Queen said, "Yeah, I feel the same way about her. As most of them, she's not visible enough. I
I'm
think
fine,
she's
man.
official on the issues. Alana Jones, she talks a lot of shit though. I don't know if you actually watch her, but she be talking a lot of cash shit. Like,
Yeah, I watch her.
yeah, she be talking a lot of cash shit to people. You
Let
know.
me go finish this movie.
All right then.
Yeah, I watch her. I just don't think the Democratic Party it don't do messaging well enough, and I think that's part. There's something that hurts them, and I think that most of them just simply need to get the hell out of the damn office because they don't have what it takes to meet the order of the day.
Mhm. Yeah. I was going to do my Don Lemon video, but I don't know if I want to do it right now. Halfway done. Oh, I ain't halfway. I'm about the quarter done with it. But because if Don Lemon can get charged, so should Frank Scales. If you ask me, if Frank Scales can walk him in that black church talking about Charlie Kirk this, Charlie Kirk that, and if people trying to have their own shit, should be locked up too. You ask me.
Well, I think they basically released Don Lemon on his own recognizance with no travel restrictions, at least inside the United States.
That was some bullshit. Wait, where you think Don's really gonna go?
I'm sorry, where?
I mean, seriously. I mean, seriously. They think, oh, we got to take his passport. Where you think Don Lemon's going to go?
Well, I think, to be honest, I'm trying to figure out why there are even federal charges. Do you know?
Because the KK Act, the Ku Klux Klan Act. They found Section 3.
what?
It was Section 3 of the Ku Klux Klan Act. That
okay,
they
well,
got it.
The question I have is, why didn't the local officials handle it?
Good question.
Yeah, I mean, why the feds are there at all now? I know, like, there was a senior ICE or Border Patrol guy that's in the congregation or something like that.
No.
I don't even.
No, the pastor that Don Lemon was talking about, he was part of ICE. He was an ICE.
Oh, okay. So basically, okay, well, that kind of makes sense then. They're just, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the government has a case. I mean, I've heard Taz talk about it and all this stuff. If it was that serious, they'd have made him pay bail or something. I'm just not getting serious vibes. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not a lawyer, but I think if he hides behind, the journalist stuff, I don't think they have a case. Even though, they're talking about conspiracy and he knew this and he knew that. So what?
But my thing is, right, if you're going to arrest Don Lemon and you're going to arrest Georgia Fort, man, Georgia Fort, she's fine as fuck. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to stop. Then therefore, by that logic, you need to arrest the white boy. Who went up in that black church, Mother Bethel. Oh, and by the way, I might, I might have to send a message to the DA office in Philly. Hey, yeah, no, I'm serious. I already got the address and the phone number. Might as well call
right.
them up.
Well,
part
of it is that the Fed, again, I don't even know why they didn't just call the local police and let them handle it. I know it's political. I mean, I understand that part. and going after Don Lemon, who's kind of a big fish. I understand that part, but this is just more politics in my mind. That's why I don't think it's going to be that serious. And it's Abby something or another. Don Lemon has like a big time lawyer that's going to handle the case. If anything, if he doesn't have any prior offenses, I don't see this as, I just don't.
But Don needs to stop showboating. He showed up at the Grammys. When was the Grammys or something? He showed up at, the day after or some old shit. Like, nigga, just stay home.
Yeah, I think that he's free to do whatever he wants to do. He's got a reputation as a journalist, and these online journalists, these independent journalists, like the dude who was up there knocking on the doors of these daycare centers, he's lionized. So online journalism, independent journalism is kind of the coming wave, if it's not already here, is these networks are compromised. So I personally don't have a problem with what Don Lemon did. Would I do it? No, but it's his life. And to be honest, I don't really care. The rich and famous don't live like us normal, everyday people. So sometimes it's hard for me to even care about, what a Don Lemon does. They don't play by the same rules. He's got millions of dollars. He can take care of himself.
Yeah, but Don needs to understand that he's how can I say it? He's a whipping post. And what I'm saying, he's black, he's gay. He's a black gay man. That's the antithesis to what MAGA is. So
right, and it's his life.
Right, but he keeps doing this. It's going to mess it up. It's messed up. He's self-sabotaging himself because he's not aware of him being a gay black man, and then he's trying to, and they're going to use that. Oh, how dare he went to a church and did that? Well, that's what gay people do. Gay people hate Christians. Stop playing into the narrative.
I have a problem with like that. I said, as a point of interest, sure. As a care like me, I don't even know. I think I might have mentioned it in a news article or something, but I don't care, to be honest. It's not the biggest story out there as far as I'm concerned.
There's no case.
I don't think there is either.
Well, I kind of do want it to be a case because I want that white boy to go. I want Frank. There is
no case. And when this get thrown out, Dunham is going to turn around and sue them like he's been suing the shit out of everybody. They've been bothering him up to this point. So,
well, let me also point out that the Justice Department is not doing very well in courts.
Lately,
they can't even get a U.S. attorney appointed properly. They've had like 3 of them be ruled appointed illegally or something like that.
No, there's recess appointments. If you're a recess appointment, somebody. Okay, let's say I'm president, right? And Congress is not in session, but I appointed you as Secretary of State. Well, you're Secretary of State that day. When I name you Secretary of State, until Congress come back.
Right, so, and there's a 90-day limit.
Right, and there is, and after that, yes. There's a 90-day limit on that. So the district attorney, not district attorney, the U.S. attorney rather, could be swapped in and out. If you just wait for 2-3 months, because that person's not confirmed into that position. He's there on a temporary basis, on a trial basis, if you will. So.
Well, again, I don't think that the Justice Department is so poorly run. Lindsay Halligan in the Eastern District of Virginia,
New York or
failed.
Virginia? Okay.
She couldn't. Well, no, Halligan took the place of a guy they fired, or he quit or something. She was the one in charge of the Comey case. Couldn't make head nor tail. She botched that, and because she really doesn't have the experience. And then she's already quit because the judge basically ruled that she was illegally appointed, and then she kept using the title of U.S. attorney, and then she got slapped again by the courts. Alina Habba, that was just a disaster. And then there's a guy in either the Eastern District or Northern District of New York. I can't remember his name. He botched the Letitia James case, I believe. The Justice Department they're just inept. All the good lawyers apparently quit or were fired. So, what I'm saying is I don't know that they're capable of getting a good case against Don Lemon.
Wait a minute. She's in the background. I think Queen's in the background. I don't know. I can't hear. I can only hear her faintly. I'll wait. Yeah. Yeah. So.
What is she snoring?
No. Okay. Okay. We hear you now. We hear you now.
Yeah, I had the mic real quick.
Oh.
What's all ask me?
Oh, because we were hearing something in the background, and then he was mentioning about all these U.S. attorneys that did not having a good case against recently they have
Did you hear the guy who was running the some task force, some weaponization task force, basically at the Justice Department? He was the pardon attorney, but he also had another bigger role as chairman of this weaponization war room thing, where they were basically investigating cases like Comey's, et cetera, et cetera. Well, he's been demoted. He's just the pardons attorney now. Because apparently, and my thoughts are, hey, y'all, he can't get any of Donald Trump's enemies behind bars. So far, there has not been a big name like Adam Schiff. None of these people
have you watched the Epstein
I'm going to do that today.
Yeah, man. I actually downloaded it because I have a feeling. Huh?
Go ahead, finish what you saying.
Yeah, the Epstein interview with Stephen Bannon. I'm gonna give it a month. They're going to scrub that. I downloaded that. I hurry.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I hurry up and download that entire interview. And
okay, well, I found it on Facebook.
Right.
Places.
Right. So I found it, and I was like, oh, man, let me go ahead and download this. I didn't finish it. I watched some of it, and he was talking about how Epstein was talking about how, and this is like weeks before he died, right? This is like mere weeks, right? So he was talking about how he wasn't talking about him messing with kids or anything. He was more about the banking institutions and how corrupt the banks are, and how he uses Texas instrument calculator to get up inside of this financial firm, and he became big like that, and then he was it was all the inside stuff of within the big banks, and it was like, it was like a 2-hour interview. It was like an hour and 50-minute interview, and all he did was talk. All he did was talk, and it was like,
Well, I had somebody requested that that we screen it. So to be honest, I wasn't that interested even in the interview, but it's a command performance.
well, it's informative, but it's not entertaining. Okay, I'll put it like that. But then, but yeah, I'll put it like that. But even in its informative parts where Epstein was talking, there was a lot of conspiracy type shit that it was subtle. It was things he was saying that was subtle that I picked up on, like like how the banks finance governments and how the government would would try to save the financial institution from whatever the fuck they're doing, and the favors that's being, all of that. So um I don't know
You know,
what after watching the first fifth no the first 20 minutes, I don't know what to make of it.
huh.
I don't know if Steve I don't know what Steve Bannon's purpose of releasing
Well,
that interview.
supposedly there's like a total of 15 hours.
Right. And this is about like 2 hours. Right. This is
Hmm.
like a 2 hour event. And it seems like Steve Bannon is telling people that S Team is being set up and it's really somebody else. That's what that's the feeling I'm getting from it, right? That ST is the fall guy from somebody else. And that's, it just I mean, me watching the first 20 minutes of it and some of the hints that was given in the interview, um, so I don't know.
In a related thing, I just noticed on YouTube, uh, I ran across like a very recent interview of Melinda Gates.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to watch it. It's only like a clip of maybe 3 minutes, but the upshot is, I guess some of the stuff that's been released kind of is who knows why she divorced Bill Gates, but
Oh,
just from the title, it's like she bailed out just in time. Is
hold up, Bill Gates was cheating,
yeah.
apparently.
And see, that's why I think there's someone for everyone, by the way.
I
You
don't, I
know,
don't, believe- I don't believe that.
If
I
Bill
don't.
Gates can cheat,
With Bill Gates, Bill Gates just found a woman who was patient enough so that he could, and some women are not patient. Some women want the complete man. Now, let me stop before this would become into a red pill argument, right?
mhm.
Or I'm being accused of being red and pill. So let me get out of that. Let me get out of that.
Well,
You know.
just so you know, you probably know this, but originally she worked for Microsoft. That's how they met. She was some sort of computer person.
Hmm. A million
That's
dollar
funny.
swipe can have almost any. Oh, right. Yeah,
How cynical.
yeah. I mean,
You don't think
I
it
mean,
was looks and personality that got that got Bill Gates
Mary.
a side piece?
I, 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 I don't think so. I think for I think it was the money. I think that he was
Oh, I'm
like,
sure it was.
I think on his end was more like, well, I think I can get away with it, and
Mhm.
since I can have access, I have an access that I never had before. The access of
Mhm.
abundant women. So, and he's like, well, let me just try it out. I
Mhm.
know only been with one woman for 40 years. Let me see how other coochie tastes like. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, and he got tempted, like most men who got into that rich position. you know, it's kind
Well, I
of
can
like,
tell you from personal experience that I personally believe that there is such a thing as a 7-year itch. And, I was like, I got to a point to where, you know what, putting myself in harm's way is just not a smart thing to do. So,
mhm,
I stopped going to the office parties. I stopped going to the Christmas parties.
mhm, yeah. So yeah, I don't believe the entire though. There's someone for everyone. I don't believe in that. 'Cause, I think at some point, um, if that's true, I think everybody would have met up already by now. You know, during their
Well,
youthful years and such.
I mean, I didn't meet my wife till I was 38, and I got married at 40. So, I'm, maybe I got lucky, but and I tend to be kind of a difficult person. So, I use myself as the yardstick. If I can find somebody, uh, even difficult people can find somebody. You just have to kind of put yourself out there and get lucky.
Office party is how I got my last child, man. Oof, oof, oof,
Really?
oof.
Office parties is an excuse to get drunk and show your ass and not get fired.
That's why I stopped going.
I hadn't been in the office party since, wait a minute, since Bush was president.
Ooh.
Yeah, I ain't been in office parties ever since then.
I used to go to all of them. I still go. I just can't drink. But when I could, oh yes, I was a whole other shit.
You know. So yeah. So yeah, yeah.
Act up.
Um,
But as far as gun limit goes, I don't think Trump cares whether or not he has a case or not. Just like he didn't care that he had a case against the sister James, and just like he doesn't care whether or not he has a case against Lisa Cook. He just want to inconvenience people, and he said as much.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. He's looking to sue Trevor Noah next, just over a joke.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, make a comedian really. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like that's gonna
Yeah,
fly.
and I'm glad though somebody grilled uh Marco Rubio in the Senate at the Senate the other day, because what's gonna make some other country not come over here and kidnap the president or any president? I mean, the future president might. So I watched that movie called London Has Fallen. It's a sequel to Olympus Has Fallen, but this time the president is in London and he get kidnapped by a Middle Eastern terrorist, and I'm like, okay, over some war crime, right? And I'm sitting there like, what if that was what happened to the future president, the president from 4 years from now, or 8, 8, 9, 10 years from now? And they're gonna use what Donald Trump did to Maduro. I mean, all you do is you justifying shit. You justifying if they would come over here, or they might find the president in a foreign country somewhere, and they just kidnap him, or whatever, without any warrants, without any special type of laws. They just snatch them without you know
Well,
due
I guess
pro-
we'll do what we did in Afghanistan.
I guess so. I mean, you know, like, they are so fucking stupid. Like, you don't think though what you just did might happen to you, and the problem is they're not gonna be here when it happens. You know, Marco
Well,
Rubio
that's
is
the
not going to be
point.
president. Yeah, it's going to be some future president that we know. This person who we don't even know might get elected in 2032 and 2036, and then all of a sudden he's president. He or she is president. Then all of a sudden they get kidnapped. I'm in Air Force One. We at I'm on I'm on a presidential boat or presidential yacht, and some submarine come out of nowhere, and I'm snatched, or he or she is snatched. They never really thought of shit like this. Like, imagine the president is in a yacht, and some foreign, some Chinese or Russian or submarine might come up from the bottom and snatch it, and snatch the crew, and they'll say, well, we got you because of war crimes. War crimes against what? Oh, because Donald Trump did this. Well, I'm not Donald Trump. Doesn't matter. You are the president now. See,
Well,
it's going to happen. I bet you it's going to happen.
Thinking off the top of my head, I can't think of any presidents that actually do international trips post presidency. Probably just for that reason.
Obama did.
Did he?
But like, yeah, Obama just went to. Obama just went to China in
I didn't know that.
In London,
Okay, well, I for some reason or another I didn't know that. Okay, well, then I stand corrected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know Bush hasn't.
Yeah, Bush hadn't, but I think Obama was probably the only one who he went to the Virgin Islands the week after Trump.
Well, Virgin Islands is U.S.
No, the British Virgin Islands. There's the British Virgin Islands. Yeah, British Virgin Islands is right by the Americans. It's very close together. So,
well, I think Obama's probably well enough liked, in spite of the drones.
Yeah, despite of the drones, yeah, but it's just that I'm scared that a future president, he or she is going to get we're two for the man. Listen, Vito, I'm not gonna let hubris to I'm not gonna let our pride or technological advancement make it. I'm just saying, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen.
Need I remind him of 9/11?
Yeah. I mean, so
technology, sure. Intel technology, none of it worked.
Right. So, but anyway, I'm gonna see who's calling me on his phone, and
okay, yeah.
Off of here. Yeah, I've been for over 3 hours. Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Hold on. Who sent me? Hold on. Who sent me a super chat? Oh, that was Shiesty Bum with $1.99. She sent me another one for $1.99. Yeah. Shout out to the Sugar Bomb, old hateful ass. So, yeah. So let me get off of here and see who's calling me. And, all right then. Queen, I'm gonna get on off Queen. I'm gonna get all off Queen. So
yeah, go ahead. Have a good day.
All right then. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here. Thank y'all for coming. Like, share, subscribe. I got a video coming within the next. It's at 1 p.m. Central Time. So yeah. Let me get off of here, and I'll see you next time. And donations are appreciated over here. Yes, donations are appreciated. So anyway, let me get off of here, and I'll see you next time. Oh, hold on. There has not been one sub created to supply. Well, true. That's true, V-Dub, but technology can fail too, though. I'm just saying. But anyway, let me get off of here, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.